UP government, Narendra Modi, had to do hijrah in 2016 from India to Malaysia. After I did hijrah, of course the Indian government was after me. So after 2016, whenever I travelled to any country, whether Muslim or non-Muslim country, I did not travel to the country until I had invitation from the head of state or the Home Minister. So all the countries that I've travelled after 2016, all it was an invitation or it was a sanction or a nod from the head of state, whether it be the Prime Minister or the President or the Sheikh or the King or the person, or from the Home Ministry. Because I wanted to be safe and secure, because India is a very powerful country and you know that Modi is very powerful and is close to many countries, especially Muslim countries. So any country I went, I saw to it that it was hosted by the government, by the head of state or by the Home Minister. So that's the reason after 2016, one of the reasons that the countries where I used to travel before without this condition, I stopped going. The invitations are yet coming. Anyone invites me, I say, if you give me the invitation from the head of state or from the Home Minister, I'll come. I remember in 2020, April, I was invited a couple of months, I think in January 2020, I was invited. There's going to be a program in April in Canada where Justin Trudeau, who is the president of the Prime Minister of Canada, he was going to be the chief guest. I was called as a guest of honor, and the Muslim MP was invited and accepted that because it was through the government, and indirectly the head of state of Canada was there. But unfortunately, because of COVID, the program was cancelled. So one thing that in between, okay, in 2016 I traveled to many countries, 17 I traveled, but during the span, when I came and I migrated to Malaysia, I was here for 1 year rest, and then I started traveling again, but then COVID came. So in 2020 and 21, I did not travel because of COVID. But one thing good that happened is I started this session as Dr. Zakir. In 2020, I remember in Ramadan, it was in April, the lockdown came in March, and I said, okay, now I cannot travel, all the programs have been cancelled, there was no talk, not in Malaysia, not outside, what to do? And I like giving talks. So we started this as Dr. Zakir, and that time when we started in Ramzan, in April 2020, I used to give twice a week. But then I realized that giving twice a week, reading the questions, we thought it would be easy, only the talk and maybe a couple of hours of preparation and giving the talk. We realized that average in a week, 20,000 questions started coming. So the biggest ordeal is to read these questions. So I had a team, and my team doesn't read all the 20,000. Maybe 5,000, 6,000, whatever they read. From that, they passed me 100 questions. From that 100, I select 20 questions to answer, approximately. So then, after Ramadan, because of all my other activities, the satellite, etc., I reduced it to once a week. And when the COVID ended, maybe in 2021, 2022, when my son Farik came to Malaysia, or he was in Saudi, that time we used to join. I used to handle 1.5 hour, my son half an hour. But when he came to Malaysia, then I handle as Dr. Zakir on the first and the third Saturday, and my son handles as Sheikh Farik on the second and the fourth Saturday. So many. But because we reduced, I changed from 1.5 hour to 2 hours. So the length has remained approximately same. Previously was in Ramadan, it was 1 hour, twice a week. Then became 1.5 hour once a week. Now it becomes 2 hours to 2 hours 15 minutes twice a month. So it comes to approximately 1 hour a week for me, but Farik additional takes 1 hour every fortnight, so 2 hours a month. But naturally the audience on the social media live, on the Facebook, on the YouTube, on the Instagram, on the Peace TV, the thing is large. But coming back to your question, yes, public talks has reduced. Now one thing is there, I prefer public talks because in public talks I enjoy, and I'm giving a talk standing, I can see the audience live. It's different than talking in front of a camera. Both are different. But one good thing that happened in the Ask Dr. Zakir Naik sessions, we are in the 12th season. The first